Hi, I'm Zachary Cowan, the author of the Study Daily Books, and thanks for joining me for a look at Moses chapter 7, part 1. So Enoch continues preaching and prophesying to the people, and he's going forth with great faith. And then the Lord calls him up to a mountain to have a remarkable experience and vision. In verse 4, Enoch talks with God face to face, which is really cool because the last time that happened was with Adam, where he spoke face to face. And so Enoch is considered a new dispensation because no longer do we have to rely on Adam's testimony that there is a God that he can talk with face to face. We now have another witness. There's Enoch, and he's saying, look, new dispensation going forth. And so he begins to make several great and tremendous prophecies about the world, and the Lord shows him many generations. And Enoch sees that there's going to be battles. And Enoch is going to use this power. Remember, he was very uncomfortable with his speech. Well, in verses 13 through 15, you see Enoch do remarkable things with his speech, like turn the course of waters and move mountains and even cause earthquakes and land to rise up out of water, an ocean, and the people are so scared that they run across onto it. That is incredible. It's incredible that he does all of these things. But Enoch's greatest miracle is establishing a people in a city that are so righteous that God can take them directly up into heaven when the rest of the world is seeking to kill one another and hunting for bloodshed. So let's go ahead and find out about Enoch's greatest miracle, the creation of the city of Zion and the people of Zion. So go ahead, pause your video, and check out verses 16 through 20 in Moses chapter 7. Hey, thanks for studying about the city of Enoch. I'm sure you learned tremendous things. It really comes down to like verse 18 has the key principles and the formula for what made this people and this city so tremendous. That they lived in unity of heart and mind, the principles of righteousness, like they tried their best to keep the commandments. And then they also took care of those who were less fortunate than them and the poor. You have to have a mindset to take care of others. Now, please notice that before they build the city, Enoch first builds a people in verse 18. Then in verse 19, he can build a city. If you want to establish a family of righteousness, first you have to become a person of righteousness. If you want to have a city of Zion, you have to have families of Zion and individuals of Zion. People who are committed to have unity. Well, what kind of a mind or a heart do they need to have? God's mind and heart. And when they have that, they can have unity with all others that have this. So in your life, when have you seen these principles produce great things? And remember, these are the people that just in the last chapter, Enoch was told, look, if you go to preach to these people, if they don't repent, they're going to hell. And now Enoch goes and he preaches to them and teaches them, and the principles of the gospel of Jesus Christ change their hearts and minds in such a way that these same people who were prophesied could go to hell are now taken up into the presence of God. That is the miracle. And that is the faith. Enoch's greatest faith wasn't moving mountains. Enoch's greatest faith was transforming hearts from hellish experiences to heaven experiences. And today you're going to find that. You're going to bump into people that are trying to create hell for themselves and for others. And we're going to have the ability that we can have the faith like Enoch to transform those experiences into heaven. Well, don't get discouraged if it takes a while, if it's not just super successful. Look at verse 21. We learn that this whole thing happened in process of time. Well, how long is the process of time? How long did it take for Enoch to perfect his city and to really help move them along through the atonement? Look at verses 68 and 69. It took 365 years before Enoch and his city who walked with God were taken up. So if you had 365 years to work on it, to attend church, to keep reading scriptures, to keep repenting daily, and to make small adjustments and improve, you're going to be a much better version of your current self. Don't be too harsh. God has lots of time to work with you, to help you develop in process of time to transform these hellish experiences into heavens. And let's have the faith to go forth and do it, seeking to be united with God's mind today and take care of others. Thanks for studying. Thanks for becoming. See you next time.